Hi everybody, welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I've got a book about a big building with a lot of people in it. And this book is called Everybody in the Red Brick Building. Everybody in the Red Brick Building. This is a story about a bunch of people who live in an apartment, a big red brick apartment building. And somebody starts making some noise and some crazy stuff happens. And we need to get inside this book and find out what happens to all these people in the building. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up because here we go.
Everybody in the Red Brick Building. Written by Anne Wynter, illustrated by Oge Mora. Everybody in the red brick building was asleep. Until baby Izzy sat up in her crib and howled, "Wah! Wah!" Oh no, the baby woke up. Woken up by the wah! Rayon tiptoed out of his bed to check on his parent. Whack, 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 whack. Wake up! Wake up! Oh no, they woke him up. Woken up by the wah, wah, and the rack, rack, wake up! Benny pulled Caro and Miles from their sleeping bags and challenged them to a game of flashlight tag. Pitter, patter, stop, now they're making noise. Woken up by the wah, wah, and the rack, wake up, and the pitter, patter, stop. Natalia dropped from her bunk to launch her brand new light-up rocket. Pshoo, pshoo! Wow, now she's awake. Woken up by the wah, wah, and the rack, wake up, and the pitter-patter, stop, and the pew! Pepper bounded down from her perch, dashed across the lawn, and leapt onto a car. There goes the cat. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo! Wow! Racka-wacka, wake up! Wah, wah! Pitter-patter-patter, stomp! Woo, woo, woo! Swish! Oh no, everybody's making so much noise! Uh-oh, whack-a-whack. Good night, says the parrot. Click, off goes the flashlights. Quiet now, says Mama to the baby. Shh, beep, and the parrot's asleep, and everybody's going back to bed. Back on her perch, Pepper curled up tight and listened to the shh, shh, shh of the street sweeper. Back in her bunk, Natalia named the stars and listened to the shh, shh, shh and the plonk, plonk, plonk of the falling acorns. Back in their sleeping bags, Cairo, Benny, and Miles closed their eyes and listened to the shh, 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 the plonk, plonk, and the ting, ting of the wind chime. Back in his bed, Ryan burrowed under his covers and listened to the shh, 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 the plonk, plonk, the ting, ting, and the chip, chip, chip of his parrot. Back in her mother's arms, baby Izzy snuggled close and listened to the shh, shh, the plonk, plonk, the ting, ting, the chirp, chirp, and the pop-pop-pum, pop-pop, pop-pum, pop-pum of her mother's heart, until everybody in the red brick building was asleep.
Shh! Everybody went back to sleep. Everybody in the big red building went back to sleep. The baby woke everybody up, and as everybody woke up, they kept making noise, and then they would wake somebody else up and wake somebody else up. But then the mom and dads came in and said, shh, and they put the baby back to sleep, and the kids went back into their sleeping bags, and everybody got quiet. So now everybody in the big red building is asleep. Shh, I'm going to close the book real quiet. I don't want to wake anybody up. And you know what? We should be very quiet because just like the people in the red brick building, it's time for us to go to sleep too. And we don't want to wake up the people around us. So I need all my little friends to jump into bed, get under your covers, be real quiet, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. And if there's anybody else in the house, don't wake them up. Especially if it's a baby. You don't want to wake the baby because the baby would wake up everybody. So if mom and dad say, shh, it's time to go to sleep, what should you do? Obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy, because I'm going to be sitting right here, wide awake, ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.